One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lack? And this is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
You know how I have my routine, my morning routine, right? Very specific morning routine. Everything is down to the minute for me with my routine.
Which sounds insane, by the way.
And part of that is I go in a hot tub and then I jump into a cold plunge, right? That's my routine. So my wife, I get up this morning, my wife's having this coughing attack. She comes into the bathroom and she's like, oh, God, I was coughing so bad. And I was in the middle of this dream where I was rebounding for Grayson Allen from the Phoenix Suns. And the basketball was flat, and he was pumping. I was holding the ball, and he was pumping the ball. But then I started coughing. I woke up, and I never got to finish rebounding for him. And I'm standing there, like, in my underwear, like, oh, okay. Like, wow, how am I having this conversation at 3:15 in the morning, right? And then I'm like, hey, well, I'm going to go. You know, now she's standing there, right? I'm like, I'm going to go do my routine. I'm going to go get in the hot tub. And she looks at me, I go, do you want to come with me? She goes, okay. And I'm like, what? Like, it's my routine.
Kind of my time.
We don't talk at this time of the morning.
I'm just impressed that Blake would wake up and choose to stay awake and not just go back to bed.
I know.
I would be going right back to bed after my little coughing attack.
Well, guess what? She joined me in the hot tub this morning, right? And like talking and having a conversation. I'm like if it's noon or something, and I'm like, hey, can you turn it down? We're like, it's quiet out here. I do my meditation. I peace. So we talk for a little bit. Then I go get in the cold plunge. And the problem with the cold plunge is, like I realized this morning, is I probably don't go as long as I normally do, or I think I do, because she was in there. She wasn't in the cold plunge. She was in the hot tub. I'm in the cold plunge. And I didn't want to get out when I wanted to get out because I wanted to be more manly. You know what I mean? Because she was there. So now I'm freezing. I was in there way too long than I normally. I must be in there normally for a minute or two, and I think I was in there between 3 and 5 minutes, and it was 42 degrees.
Isn't that the magic at 3 minutes?
It is, but at 3 o'clock, like when you're on the routine bus, like me, I'm going. I'm like, I get in there, I don't have a timer on, so I'm like, that's probably about 2 minutes. I'll get out. But today, I know that it was way, way, way longer because I was trying to be Sudley for her. Anyway, the hot tub. I highly recommend the hot tub.
My problem with the hot tub is I don't have one, but my neighbor does. And he likes to invite me over with him almost weekly now. It's nice outside. I'm out in the front yard. I talk to the neighbors. And now it's gotten to this awkward thing where it started with, why don't we meet and have drinks by the bonfire on a Saturday night? Now it's to the point where he gets in my face a little bit and he says, I'd like you on the semi-regular basis, just you and me, to get in my hot tub and talk about the neighborhood. And I've said to him, I do not want to do that. I don't want my shirt off anywhere, anytime, any place. But now it's gotten to that really, really awkward spot where I feel like now he's in my space and he wants me in his hot tub. Like, what?
So if he asks you weekly and you say no weekly, why does he keep asking?
I don't know.
Awkward.
It's almost like he thinks I'm going to change my mind.
Like, is he a single guy?
No, he's married. I think he's got grandkids. He's an older gentleman, but I don't know what it is. Maybe part of his world is we all hang out in the hot tub.
He wants a new friend. He wants you to be his friend.
You can have friend. You can be a friend and talk in the front yard just fine.
Oh my
just stay in the front yard.
It is like you're almost like you're really crossing a certain boundary when you go into the pool hot tub lane with anybody, right?
Don't you think?
Because you're really getting down to your skivvies, basically. Right? That's weird.
Hey, we're all going swimming. The whole family's going swimming. Why don't you come over and have some drinks? Sure, okay. But I wouldn't want to do that either. But just you and me let's hang out and talk about the neighborhood in the hot tub freaks me out a little
I
bit.
think it depends on what kind of hot tub he has too. If he has the above ground hot tub, the kind that's slippery.
I can see it from my window.
Is it the kind, you know what I mean? It's like a hot tub, like the way we normally.
Was it built in or did he buy it?
No, it's built into the pool.
Okay, so it's like part of his pool.
Yeah. You like walk down the stairs into the.
Just because the
hot
other
tub.
ones are slippery and then feet touch.
I've had that happen at that place where you go to the cold plunge in a hot tub and people walk in and your feet touch them.
Oh God, I don't ever go in there. I don't ever go in there.
Anyway, so.
Well, there's a couple ways of looking at it. With the hot tub, I think it's like for me, if I ever said to someone, "You come over a cold plunge hot tub," it's like a therapeutic vibe. Your guy's more like he's wearing a robe, like Will Ferrell. That sketch, Will Ferrell and Saturday Night Live. Remember where they're like, "Oh, he's got the beard and there's like it's almost like they're swingers."
My lover, he's got a cold plunge, but it's just a freezer in his garage.
What if this is the first step of him trying to get you to swing with him and his wife? Like this is the first step to get you comfortable with your shirt off.
Why did you just ask?
This is where I help make these decisions in my brain. Like if I were you, I would do it.
Why would you do it?
Because you have a story to tell on the radio.
I guess that's true.
I always look. That's why I told my wife the other day we were going to go to this event. She was like, "Why? I can't believe you want to go." I go, "Because I'll have something to say."
It is,
and I really had. You know, it's funny. I went to this event on Sunday, and I thought I'd have something to say, and I had nothing to say. I had lunch with Maxim from Dancing with the Stars, but that was it. But I had no reason to bring that up except for right now.
Yeah, see, it worked.
See,
so you got something.
So
out
now,
of
if
it.
you go in the hot tub with your neighbor, you're going to be like, "Oh my God, guess what happened to you yesterday?"
I guess,
and then we could go, "Wow, Rich has got great stories."
All right, well, I'll just be more uncomfortable because the ask is uncomfortable. To go is super uncomfortable. I will do it for the show.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Video and pictures, please.
You're brave.
All right, Mr. Nate. Get that hot tub ready, Mr. Nate.
Now, here's the thing. My wife doesn't know that I was like freaked out about her ruining my routine. And guess what? She texted me and she just said, "Loved hanging with you."
Oh.
See what I mean?
Does that make it worth it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She threw off my whole day. Now I'm freezing.
Here we go. I wake up with them. Get up. John, Jay, and Rich.
It's horoscope time. Payne, what's the vibe for horoscopes?
It's National Nonviolence Day, so I'm going to tell you if you're an aggressive person or not based on your zodiac
It's
sign.
National Nonviolence Day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep the peace.
All right. Hello, Mason. What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Geminis, you guys are violent? No, you're not. Verbally aggressive, though, you are. Geminis, you guys can talk your way in and out of any fight. Instead of fists, you guys are throwing words. So you leave people dazed and confused, and you're not about that violent life, but you will roast somebody with a smile on your face.
That's scary how accurate that is.
All right, Mason, have a great day.
All right, bye.
So the next call I'm going to pick up, the name is Seam. Is it Seam or do you think it's a Sean? What do you think? Seam. I'm going to go with, I'm going to trust Nick. Good morning, Seam.
Sean.
Oh, well. I mean, you've never heard anybody named Seam before. You seem to be a Sean.
Sean, what's your sign?
Pisces.
Just like Rich. Okay, Pisces, you guys are not violent until you are pushed too far, and then it is like a tidal wave of emotions crashing down on anyone in your path. Your aggression comes out of passionate bursts, usually followed by an apology and a sad puppy look.
It's happened.
Spot on.
What about you, Seam?
Yeah, that was spot on.
What about you, Sean? All right, brother. Have a great day.
Thank you. You as well.
Teresa, good morning. What's your sign?
Hi, I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, you guys can snap in a heated moment, but you get over things as quickly as they started. So one minute you're yelling, and the next you're like, let's just go get pizza and get over this. So your short fuse burns out super fast that no one ever really feels the burn.
That cinches me up to a T. That's perfect.
That's so you, Teresa. So you.
It's me. All right, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
How about Kyle for Libra?
Yeah, Kyle, my Libra. Libra is the ultimate diplomat, so violence, no way is that happening. You guys would rather smooth things over with a well-timed compliment or even a distraction, but if somebody threatens your sense of justice, then they are going to see that other side of you. You're not going to get physical, but you're going to give them an icy stare and a firm tone, and they're going to back off real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Karina, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I am a Capricorn.
Capricorns, you don't waste your energy on petty fights. If somebody comes at you, you're just going to raise an eyebrow and plot their downfall in a much more civilized and a long-term way.
Yes, very demure.
Yes, very mindful.
All right, Karina, have a great day.
You too.
How about Virgo?
Yeah, John Jay, Virgos, you don't need to be violent because you're already 5 steps ahead. Why throw punches when you can destroy someone with a well-placed compliment or an expertly planned revenge? You're just going to sit back and watch the chaos you already initiated unfold.
Well-placed compliment is good. Because you can really screw with someone. And that's what I do. Anyway, what about for you, Leo?
Well, Leos, we're not violent. We're just dramatic. So if somebody wrongs us, it's less about throwing fists and more about throwing shade in like a theatrical way. So we have to have a crowd behind us cheering, and we're probably going to roast you on Instagram Live or something.
Now, if we're going to get to your sign there, I'll post it on our website, johnjaneandrich.com.
Time stood still, just like a photograph. All this time I wasted, you were right there all along.
Hey, Stephanie, what's going on?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I have such a story. My best friend found out that her husband was cheating on her through the iPad, of course, and she was 8.5 months pregnant.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
So we find out that he's cheating. We find out that it's one of her friends. And we figured out that they were going to go on a date. So another neighbor and I got in our car, literally like two little like reconnaissance women, go to the restaurant, sit in the parking lot, spy on this guy on his date with the other woman. And, of course, we're, like, on the phone with my friend just giving her the play-by-play. And they were stupid enough to sit in the front window and, like, kiss right there in front of the parking lot, like, just out in the open. Everything's fine. He left her when she gave birth.
Wow.
No shame.
Dang.
No shame.
Did he leave her for the woman he was eating with?
Yes.
Are they still together?
No.
Well,
Wow,
karma
man.
works
What a
in
jerk face.
That is so
different ways.
bad.
Yeah, he actually ended up leaving her for another woman after having another baby with her.
You'll
Oh my
lose-
God.
You lose them how you get them.
Itself.
Yep.
What the heck?
What?
Yeah. Like, where's he going? Oh, he's going to the sushi place. Okay, let's go to the sushi place.
Oh,
You guys
he's
went-
going to the sushi place? Yeah, we're going to the sushi
Stephanie,
place.
you,
Old
They're all
detective.
going.
you need to start your own private investigation
God.
firm.
Yeah, we actually brought my husband at the time. We actually brought his binoculars and everything.
You're like the nerve of them to sit by the front window. They didn't know you were spying on them.
That's so funny.
If you were just walking by and you saw you in the car with binoculars, looking at a couple across the street. Oh, my God. All
I
right.
mean, we also like at that point, like, you're the one in trouble. Like, don't get mad at me.
Right.
That's true.
That's nuts. All right, Stephanie, thank you. Boy, a lot of people got this experience. Sarah, what happened to you?
So my ex said that they were going to the mall at 9 o'clock at night, and I had an iPhone, and I looked up to find my iPhone, and my ex was actually down the street. So I pulled up on this person, and they were sitting in the front seat of their car with their window down, making out with somebody else.
That find my location, find my friend.
They were at the mall.
Yeah.
She said, can we get married at the mall?
Not again.
No.
You're doing it.
I bet you if you take your phone or iPad to the iPad store or whatever the Apple store to get fixed, I bet you they bust stuff all the time that they just have to stay quiet about.
Sure.
Yeah,
And the pictures,
sure.
the fun pictures
Oh,
they
the
see.
pictures.
Becca, good morning.
Good morning. I have an iPad story as well, but I was actually a nanny, and they had it for the kids, and it was hooked up to the dad's phone. And he was talking to another woman in his office.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Like he said, where's the Ferguson file?
So I didn't say anything, and they actually came to me, and they're like, have you been seeing weird stuff on the iPad? I think it got hacked. And I just kept my mouth shut. I was like, I'm not losing my job over this.
You're like, right. Those hackers are really creative about the Ferguson files.
Right. A little freaky Ferguson files.
Thanks, Becca.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. 877-937-1047. If you ever got caught or caught someone in a unique way, we will talk to you next. John, Jane, Rich.
I've been throw up the sex in I can put you in.
Diana, is yours involve an iPad?
No, mine doesn't involve an iPad. It involves just a regular PC. So I lost my wallet, so I went on his PC to check on my transactions. and he has Facebook Messenger on his toolbox. And I found out through there that he was talking to his mom about talking to a girl online for 4 months and wanted to dump me.
Oh.
Ouch.
And it's like the fact he was talking to his mom about it. It's like, if you're like, someone's cheating, I'm not thinking to look through your text messages with your mom, maybe a friend or something, but that's wild.
Yeah, but there's so many different levels here because, like, why would you read his private message with his mom?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
So here's the thing. She said, just her message popped up and says, so when are you going to tell D, which is my nickname? And it was around November, so I'm thinking Christmas time, he's buying me something. I'm like, ooh, what is he going to buy me? And that's when I opened it up.
Yeah, I would have opened it up too. You saw your name.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, D. Thank you very much for calling in. Cassandra, good morning. Did you catch someone cheating?
So a long time ago, my son was 2 months old, and I kept having weird dreams. I thought that they were just, extra hormonal dreams. I was just sitting there, and this girl would walk by. She didn't have a face, but she'd walk past me. I was sitting in a chair, and she flashed me this BlackBerry. And I didn't think anything of it until about the third time I woke up, having a full-blown panic attack. And I woke up in the middle of the night. I didn't know how to use a BlackBerry, so it took me a minute to figure it out. Got on there and found out that my son's father had been cheating on me, and I feel like it was the universe telling me. I had never checked his phone before and just kept seeing this chick holding a BlackBerry, and sure enough, it was true.
Wow.
And what happened? Are you still with him?
We were on and off over years, thought he grew up, found out he didn't, so no, we're definitely not together.
Did you ever meet the girl?
There were so many.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Because I was going to say, if you saw her, you're the girl without a face.
You came to me in my dream.
Yeah, although there were other times where I did run into them and I would kill them with kindness with really snarky remarks like, oh my God, thank you so much. You have the most beautiful breasts I've ever seen. Those kind of comments.
Oh, like if you saw nudes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my gosh.
Well, that's nice.
I love
It
that.
was very uncomfortable for them, and I would sit there and laugh.
It was uncomfortable listening to it.
That's so something.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it.
Okay, Adam, thanks for holding. You said you're the villain, right?
Right, yeah.
You got caught cheating. Explain, please, and thank you for holding.
Okay, so I got a tablet, and I'm not in tune with the technology, so I didn't put a password in. And I went on vacation with my girlfriend, and I was still keeping in touch with an ex, not physically, but, text-wise. And she kind of found my tablet and saw my conversations. And things didn't really pan out too good.
Were they,
Yeah.
they inappropriate conversations?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So your ex-girlfriend caught you with your girlfriend?
No, the new girlfriend caught him texting his ex-girlfriend.
Oof. That's no good.
Right.
Yeah.
That is no good.
All right, Adam. Thanks, brother. Have a great day.
Yeah. All right. You too.
Good morning, John, Jane, Rich.
Hi, are you guys still on the segment with the cheating exes?
Yeah, you got one?
Okay. Yeah, so I actually was dating a ex-stripper, and we both had the same birthday, November 18th, and we were in Hawaii. And I had just gotten back from getting us food down in the lobby. And she was on the phone with one of my ex-best friends, business partners. And we got back from Hawaii, and I found that she was cheating on me with him. And I had rented a rental car so I could sit in the parking lot because they would notice my truck. And he said he needed to go change a tire because the tire pressures were low. And the only reason I knew he was talking about what my ex was driving is that I had let the ex for tires. And so that's how I found out that she was cheating on me. And then
tire
pressure.
Tire pressure.
They broke up, and he ended up dating her mom.
Oh my gosh, is it Tish Cyrus?
Right.
Is it Noah and Tish Cyrus?
For real.
Well, I'm glad you told us her ex-occupation. She was an ex-stripper. That's really not important to the story.
It adds to
He was like,
the sliminess.
man, I dated this. She was an ex-carpenter.
So that right there should have been,
red flag.
I should have just known that it was never done.
Right on.
Red flag, exactly.
Thank you, brother.
Want to
talk or throw some shade?
Oh, yeah.
Call John, Jay, and Rich, 877-937-1047.
For Stacks and Hacks, I have stacks of information, and Rich has life hacks. A study found coffee drinkers live longer, but only if you stop drinking coffee by noon. All-day coffee addicts don't get the same benefits. And you know, I'm new to the coffee world.
But you hit it in the morning, yeah?
My last cup of coffee is right before 6.
But that study's weird because it says you're least likely to die by anything if you drink coffee in the morning. That's a pretty nice stat.
Is it just like black coffee? Because I feel like when you add all the creamers and the sugars, that's when it's no longer good for you.
You know what?
That's
I don't
candy.
know. I just do black coffee. I think coffee's gross. Every time I drink it reminds me of drinking Jägermeister. Just disgusting, but you just got to
Jaeger's
get
nasty.
down. So Canadian authorities have released a list of 911 calls that have missed the mark last year. Here are the top 5 bizarre 911 calls.
Number 5, an individual called 911 to report that somebody had thrown their ice cream on the ground.
Number 4, the caller advised that their cat was being mean to them.
Number 3, 911 dispatchers received a call for a person having trouble with their washing machine.
Number 2, an individual called 911 asking for help on a math equation as they didn't want to fail their test in the morning.
And the number 1 call, 911 dispatchers received a call from an individual reporting that their tambourine was taken from a party they were at.
Did you hear about Canadians are really nice? Those are what irked and bothered the Canadian people. A college in England is offering classes on how to make phone calls. Homework includes calling stores to ask if they have something in stock and calling restaurants to see what hours they're open. That's because this new generation of people don't know how to talk to human beings or make phone calls because they're always on their phone scrolling on social media. So they had to put a class together pretty much on how to be a human being. New study shows that people on video calls spend more time staring at themselves than the actual speaker. I guess apparently it's causing more people to consider cosmetic procedures. I was on a Microsoft Teams call yesterday. I didn't know what it was about until I was halfway through the call, for real, because there's a lot of people on it. And I was paying attention that I was posing myself, because when I was on it, I was in my car, and it was kind of like, I was like, and then I was like, oh, God, I look terrible. Then you got to focus, and you got to move your head and try to get your chin to look good, and you're like, all right, now, I wonder if they'll think I'm good looking. And I don't really know what they're talking about.
Of course, because you're concentrating on you.
The best-selling video game in history is now, anyone?
Mario Kart.
Nope.
Minecraft.
300 million copies sold.
Wow.
They're the only game to sell more than 100 million copies. The only other game that sold more than 100 million is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, wow.
I contributed to that.
The Minecraft?
Yeah, my kids are like obsessed with it now. And it's really annoying because they're like, can we get some Nintendo eShop gift cards? Because we want to buy mine coins. And I'm like, stupid in-app purchases.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst.
Did you see what happened with Lily Allen and Stranger Things star David Harbour?
No.
So David Harbour is the cop in Stranger Things, the big cop, the one that's...
Hopper.
Hopper, yeah. And Lily Allen is his wife. And they met on Raya, the app that Jenna on the show talks about being on. They met on Raya, and they got married, and it's been 5 years. So she jumps on Raya for whatever reason and finds out that he's on Raya dating. So now they're getting a divorce.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh. Hopper.
You're supposed to, turn that off once you get married.
I know. So Billboard magazine ranked the top artists of the 21st century based on their performance of the Hot 100, the album 200 charts from 2000 to 2024. Take a guess.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, number 1. Drake, number 2. Rihanna, Beyonce, number 7. Rihanna, number 3. Drake, number 2. Taylor, number 1. Yep. What do you got for life hacks?
The hack to knowing what day the stuff that you want goes on sale. Now, this is true for like Target, Walmart, like a lot of the big stores. So it goes fast. So once I do it, I'll put it up on the internet so you guys can see it on our website. So Target and all the rest of them, they got a markdown schedule they stick to on a regular basis. So children's clothes, stationery, electronics, all marked down on Mondays. Women's clothing and domestics are marked down on Tuesdays. Men's clothes, toys, health and beauty on Wednesdays. Then lingerie, shoes and housewares is Thursdays. Cosmetics marked down on Fridays. If you want to get the best deal, wait the day after or later that day, and then you can see what's been marked down at the big stores. And that will all go up on johnjayandrich.com.
Good morning, Krista.
Hey, so, I have this situation I wanted to get suggestions for, and it's like, I accidentally broke someone else's bad news. So I was wondering, how could somebody go about it in this situation? Like, what would be the best thing to do?
We used to do breaking bad news, but we haven't done that in a long time. But you're saying you already broke somebody's bad news.
Yeah, I already did, and I didn't mean to.
What'd you do?
So I have a stepbrother, and, we've actually gotten much closer over the years. And, yeah, we have a really good relationship. And I found out that my stepmom's mom, so my stepbrother's grandma, she passed away. And it was a sudden passing. And I texted him about it that, hey, I'm so sorry that your grandma passed away, and, I'm here for you and everything. And he was really devastated because he didn't know.
How did you get the news before him?
His mom texted me, and I was like...
His mom texted you before him?
I couldn't believe that. Exactly, yeah. I didn't know. I thought that she would have told him first.
You would think.
Well, maybe did she send it to you and then she's like, oh, my bad. That text was for Tyler or whatever your stepbrother's name is.
No, it was for me. She definitely meant to send it to me.
Well, well,
that is kind of weird that his mom wouldn't text him first.
Right.
I wonder why.
I wonder if it was more like, hey, just a heads up. You might need to be there for your brother in a little bit, but that is very
But don't
odd.
you think she'd say wait because I'm telling you first?
You would think.
Also,
But sometimes trauma, you just do things.
But wait, the person that texted you, their mom died, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, it was her.
Oh yeah, so she's probably disheveled. She's probably a mess.
And also, was it maybe it's okay to tell you in a text, but maybe she was going to say it maybe in person because that might be something maybe she was worried that your stepbrother was going to be really emotional. She wanted to be there to give him a hug and that kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, that's possible because he was close with her, with his grandmother. So, yeah, like I said, he was really devastated.
Either way, you're like, whoops.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, Krista, let's try something. Maybe we can make you feel a little bit better. 877-937-1047. We'll open up the phone lines and just see, has anyone ever done that before? Has anyone ever shared bad news before the person that really should have got the bad news got it, right? Okay, Krista, thanks. So turn up the radio. Listen to everyone make you feel better. 877-937-1047. Thanks, Krista, for calling in. Sorry about your
Okay.
whatever.
Grandma.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Grandma, John.
Step grandma. You don't care. It's step grandma. Come on.
You can still care.
No one's ever close to their step grandma.
Yes, they are.
I'm so close to my step grandma.
Yes, they are.
No one's going to call about the bad news. Everyone's just going to call about how close they are with their step grandma.
Bye, Krista.
Bye.
Kaylin, good morning. So you broke bad news to somebody. You stole their thunder. You ruined their bad news, right?
Oh, my God, yes.
What happened?
I was working at this company, and I was in a mid-level management position. I caught wind that one of my favorite employees, think of your ideal employee, always on time, does well on all of her assignments, always a team player, always there to pick up the slack, the best employee I think we had. And she had been there for 15 years, okay? But I caught wind that they had fired her, or at least I thought they had already fired her. So I grabbed my phone and I text her and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am so sorry to hear this. If you need anything from me, I will write you every reference. I will tell people how amazing you are. You're going to get through this. This is going to be fine. This is going to be better for you. And this poor woman, she doesn't even text me back. She calls me. They hadn't fired her yet. Yes. Oh my gosh, I still feel so bad about it to this day.
I can feel your heart sinking into the pit of your stomach when you tell that story. Right now, I can feel it.
It hurts me so badly. She calls me and she's just hysterical. she's like, oh my gosh, I have 3 kids, you know, what am I going to do? How am I going to put food on the table? And I mean, oh my gosh, I still feel bad about it to this day.
At least you know what that HR meeting is later today.
Yeah.
Mentally
prepared.
Totally.
Yeah.
Definitely
Oh,
a
that's
blessing
so
in
terrible.
disguise to get that
Yeah.
job. Ugh.
Ugh.
All right, Kaylin, thank you for sharing that story with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a great day.
You too.
Jessica, good morning. What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
So I had received a phone call from my ex-boyfriend's family letting me know that he had passed away, and I had reached out to his brother to make sure that he was okay, and his brother had no idea.
Oh, my gosh.
That is the worst ever.
Yeah.
So his family reached out to you first before you reached out to the brother?
Yes, and I'm not really sure why, because our relationship actually ended really crazy. I had moved out of state. He held me hostage. It was a horrible situation.
Oh my.
But they had reached out to me to let me know before they had told him.
So how do you tell him, hey, are you doing okay after Dave's passing? He's like, what?
No, so I had texted him, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, what's going on? How are you okay? And I'm like, well, you know, I don't really know how to feel, but I definitely, my heart hurts. And he was like, why? And I'm like, uh-oh. And so I called him. I'm like,
Just leave it on 3 dots.
I'm like, Junior passed away, and he had absolutely nothing.
Oh, my God, that's so awful.
Wow.
You're like, that's what you get for holding me hostage. I break bad news now.
Jeez.
That's what you get.
God, that's terrible.
Basically, so I had called my friend to tell her about it because she knew, like, our horrible situation. And her son answered the phone because she had passed away. So I just refused to call anybody else for the rest of the day.
Oh, God, you just called us.
Oh, no.
What's going to happen to us?
Well, this was at the end of the year, so you guys are good. This was in like October.
So you hit reset.
Oh,
you hit
my
reset
goodness.
beginning of January.
Well,
You have been through so much.
I've already hit the 3, so we're good to go. You guys are safe.
There's another one?
Well, yeah, so then I got news because my husband had passed away 10 years ago. So I had gotten news in December that his mother had passed away, which we didn't like her. So that's my 3.
That's
All
3.
right.
Yep.
All right, Jessica.
Wow.
Let's hit that. We need to hit the reset on us. Do we have any kind of like, here, I'm going to throw ourselves a prayer real quick. If you don't mind, Rich.
Hold on.
We need a prayer, the 4 of us, now. And block Jessica.
Some good juju.
Come on, Jessica.
Poor Jessica.
She said she
Feeling
hit
for
the
her.
3. She already hit the 3.
Yeah, we're good.
Who says that you have...
Bad
yeah.
news comes in 3s.
Guys, I got some bad news about Noah. Just kidding.
Not funny.
You can't find my prayer sound
What's
effect?
the bad news?
It's
I'm
not in
looking.
It's been here for years. You don't have it?
I don't know where it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank God. Okay, we're okay. We're going to be okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Voted the Valley's #1 morning show 2 years running.
This is John Jay and Rich.
John Jay and Rich, it's time for Breaking Bad News. Breaking Bad News is us delivering bad news to somebody on the radio for you. We're going to do that for Tina this morning. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning.
So, Tina, you and Peyton have been talking. Peyton, how long have you guys been chatting?
Oh, geez. It's been a couple of days now.
Days. Okay. Tina, who's the bad news for?
My friend Joni, she's an absolute volcano, so I know it's just going to get bad.
Uh-oh. How long have you guys been friends? Like, how close are you?
I mean, we were friends. We played soccer together in college, and we always say happy birthday and stuff, but whenever I find myself in NorCal, I hit her up because she lives there. But we don't, like, talk every day or even every month, you know?
Yeah, I have friends like that from college.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not like you're not besties, but this is something that, even though you're not super duper close, is going to make her real angry?
Yeah, it's just it's not going to be good. We've been planning it for a while, and I've been putting it off for like at least 2 months.
Oh, geez.
I wonder what kind of bad news. 'Cause one of the things is with this segment, we don't want to know what it is until she's hearing it for the first time. But I'm just trying to think of wonder what kind of bad news a friend would deliver another friend that they're not really friends with,
Right?
Unless it's like, I'm not going to the reunion, I'm not going to see you, and even then I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Yeah, it wouldn't
volcano.
make you
She said
explode.
volcano.
Yeah.
And this is going to be bad. And is it something about your past?
It's not exactly a reveal from the past. I mean, like, it kind of is because we've been planning it, but it's not like a deep, dark secret that I've been holding on to for years.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you, because I know the bad news, and if I was the person receiving this bad news, I think I would probably feel some type of way just because it was pushed off.
Okay. Well, we'll get ready to do it. So, Tina, we'll take a break. We'll come back. You pick one of us to read the bad news to your friend Joni, and we'll do it next. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, Breaking Bad News continues next. Jonte and Rich. Jonte and Rich, we're in the middle of Breaking Bad News. Tina has some bad news to break to a friend of hers named Joni. You guys have been friends for a long time, played soccer together in college, but you don't see each other very often, right, Tina?
Yeah, like I said, like, we see each other whenever I'm in her area, but we don't, like, talk every day or, like, even, like, every month.
The only person that really knows the bad news is Peyton. And the news is written up in an envelope. It's sealed. And, Tina, what we ask is that you pick one of us to read the bad news to Joni when we get her on the phone. So who would you like to read the bad news?
Oh, my gosh, Kyle, please.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's get Joni. You have the envelope, Kyle?
No. Thank you, Peyton.
You're welcome.
I have it now. We are prepared.
Hello?
Hi, is Joni available?
Yes, this is she.
Hi, Joni. My name is Peyton. I'm with John, Jay, and Rich, and we just wanted to talk to you on the radio really quickly if you have some time this morning.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I guess so.
So, Joni, we do a radio show, and one of the segments on our radio show is called Breaking Bad News. And that's where we connect two people, and somebody has to tell the other person bad news. But they use members of our show to do it, okay? So the reason we're calling you is because somebody has bad news to deliver to you.
Okay, this is not how I thought my morning would go, but I guess I want to know.
But that's why we're here, so that it maybe won't be quite as bad. Ish.
Okay, so what are you going to tell me? Like my goldfish died or something?
Well, you could probably figure that out on your own. You just look across the room if your goldfish is upside down.
Stop.
But listen, we got your friend Tina on the line. You remember Tina?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember Tina.
Okay,
Why?
so you two say hi for a second. Tina, you want to say hi to Joni?
Hi, Joni.
Hi, Tina.
She's like already getting on the defense.
Now, Tina has chosen Kyle on our show to read you the bad news. So whenever you're ready, Joni, Kyle will rip open the envelope and she'll just read it. We're all hearing the bad news at the same time.
Jeez, okay, go for it.
Okay.
What's up?
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold. Here it comes. Hey, JoJo, I'm not going to be able to go on our trip to Vegas this weekend. I wasn't able to get the weekend off, and money's just too tight right now.
This is hilarious. Haha, very funny, right? You're kidding, right? This is a joke?
No, I mean, I wish it was a joke. Like, I truly wish it was a joke, but I'm being so serious right now. Like, I tried everything to get that shift covered, like, called every single person possible to cover the shift. And my boss, like,
okay, Tina, just stop it right now. Are you kidding me? We have had this plan for 6 whole months, and you're telling me now that you can't get the day off? Are you kidding me? No. Now it all makes sense that you're being really weird and shady and sketchy about paying and sending over your money. I should have known. You're a flake, dude. Oh my God.
I mean, look, I don't know why you're freaking out. It's literally not that deep. I work
It is
like
actually that deep. Carla and I are going to have to find someone to go. We literally leave in 3 days, dude. This is exactly what happened senior year spring break, okay? You wanted to stay in some nice hotel, and now you're leaving us with the bill. This is so messed up. This is not the first time this has happened, too. I should have known. Oh, my God.
listen, we were kids, like we were basically like we were still seniors in high school, and I know we're just like a couple years out, but I'm still working, at the restaurant, and it's making things really, really hard. And you don't have to yell at me. Like I wish you would be like a little bit more understanding.
I do have to yell at you, Tina. This is ridiculous. Also, for you to do this through someone else, for you to not just tell me, that is cowardly. You are a coward, and you know what? That's it. This is the third time this has happened. I'm out. 3 strikes. That's it. You're dead to me. Okay. Block my number. I don't want to go on trips with someone who flakes out at the last minute.
Joni, come on.
No, Tina, call me off the freaking radio.
Okay. Wow. Well, first of all, when it comes to like slams, like you're getting mad at somebody, hey, block my number. I think it'd be the other way around. I'm blocking your number.
No, she's mad.
I'm blocking your number.
I'm a block my number right now type of girl.
Yeah, you block their number.
No. You block my number. I'm telling you, you block my number. I don't want anything to do with you.
Right, but why would you call you?
Because if you're mad, you won't be calling them anyway.
Block my number.
It's just something that I say when
block my number. I'm never calling you again.
Okay.
I don't know how many times I've told Kadeem to block my number.
Because I would think.
Let's not get past the fact that she totally just screwed her friend over.
Yeah, I understand all that.
I would probably say block my number, and then she'd be like, okay, block your number. I'd be like, whatever. I'll block you. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, the dead to me part seemed pretty clear.
But Peyton, you tell your boyfriend to block your number?
Yeah, when he makes me mad. If he's not texting me back, I'll be like, just block my number, bro.
He's like, okay.
See ya at home.
Okay. So, Joni, you're over it. 3 strikes, you're dead to me. I think that's the sentence anyway. That's the phrase.
Maybe Tina could fix it. Does Tina know someone that could that maybe that she could send on the trip with you guys to help you at least, offset the costs or something?
I've actually been calling a couple of people from our soccer team in college, and I think Brenda's really interested, and she said that she was going to reach out to you after this morning to see if she could come on the trip.
I don't want to go on a trip with Brenda.
No.
I don't want to go on a trip with Brenda. I wanted to go on a trip with you. That's why I planned a trip with you.
Poor Brenda. She just wants to go to Vegas with her soccer friends. They're like, no. What the Brenda?
Brenda?
The halfback? No way.
Yeah, I don't know, Tina. If I'm being honest here, you honestly haven't even apologized yet. So I feel like Joni has every right to feel the way that she's feeling.
I would just feel so guilty. I would feel like you're not going. I would almost feel obligated to pay anyway.
Yeah.
Or if you can't pay right now, and they can't find someone, at least over time pay them back.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I can make that work. If it's just the money up front right away right now, like I said, I work a minimum wage job fresh out of college.
Over time, you could make payments to her to just try to make up for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to make the friendship work, if you're not interested about that, and you're dead to Joni and that's okay with you, then I guess you wouldn't need to try. But if it were me and it's my friend and that friendship meant something to me, I would try to be doing everything I could to make up for the fact that you can't go.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. And Joni, I'm really sorry. And I know this is putting you in a bad spot, but I want you to know that I tried everything possible. I called Brenda, I called my boss, I did everything that I needed to do. It wasn't just something that the reason why I waited so last minute is because I thought somebody was going to be able to cover it. And then their kids got sick. So then I couldn't, then it just didn't work out. So basically, if I just know that I can't go this weekend, but if I would love to make this friendship, keep working. We have a lot of history together, a lot of hours of practice and trips, and if I could pay it over time, I would much prefer that than to block your number.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but my friendship is not a mortgage, and I really am pretty done with this. This has happened multiple times, and I can't trust you. It goes beyond trips. This is friendship too.
Okay, you guys. Well, you can continue this off our radio show. We delivered the bad news. You solve it later. So thank you guys for going there. Yeah.
You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Brenda.
Yeah. All right, Joni, Tina, thanks for going on the air with us. That's Breaking Bad News. John, Jane, Rich. You guys know what? It's Monday. Guess what?
It's Monday, and John just got a game for you. Gong, gong.
So we're talking about, Rich's daughter moved away to New York to go to school. Kyle, your kids went back to school a week or two ago. Same with my youngest son. So I have a little game I like to play. Celebrity Classroom is what I'm calling it. I'm going to give you the name of a celebrity, and you tell me whether or not they were a teacher before they became famous. I think one of the most famous people of all time that is in a band was what a teacher was. Rich?
Famous person was in a band.
Sting. Thank you for playing along. Sting.
Oh, Sting.
You didn't know he was a
right.
teacher.
I guess I did.
Don't stand so close to me.
Don't stand
it's
so
about being a
close.
teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Kyle, Sylvester Stallone, was he a teacher before he became Rocky? He was a teacher.
What?
Before becoming a Hollywood star, Stallone worked in a gym as a teacher in the American school in Switzerland.
Not enough that.
Right? Fascinating, right? Peyton, Johnny Depp, was he a teacher before he became famous?
Nah.
No, he wasn't. What was he? Do you know?
I don't know.
He was a
Janitor.
telemarketer.
Okay.
Telemarketer. Before hitting it big in Hollywood, Johnny Depp worked as a telemarketer selling pens. Rich, Whoopi Goldberg, was she a teacher before she became famous?
I think she was a teacher.
No.
She was not a teacher.
No, she was a mortuary beautician in a funeral home doing makeup for the dead.
Oh.
She was also a bricklayer.
Those are two totally different vocations right there.
Kyle, Ozzy Osbourne, was he a teacher before he became famous?
I'm going to go no.
No, you're right. He worked at a slaughterhouse.
Unless,
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't it be funny if he was a teacher? He'd be like, wasn't he the one that like ate birds and stuff like that
Yeah.
on stage?
Ate a bat.
Yeah.
It's science.
Bet the head off a bat.
Peyton, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, was he a teacher before he became Wolverine?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, the actor worked as a physical education teacher in England before becoming famous. Rich, your favorite author, Stephen King, was he a teacher before he became famous?
Man, I feel like he's been an author for a long time, but yes, he was a professor.
Yes, he taught high school English in Maine.
Makes sense.
Kyle, Barack Obama, was he a teacher? He's former president of the United States. Was he a teacher before he became president?
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to say no.
Yes, he was a teacher.
Wow.
Before entering politics, Obama was a constitutional law professor at the University of Chicago Law School.
Oh.
Peyton, Brad Pitt, actor Brad Pitt, was he a teacher? No, but he was a chicken mascot. Brad Pitt once worked at El Pollo Loco, the fast food chain, where he dressed up like a giant chicken and danced around.
But that's good casting for him. Who put him in that role?
Peyton, how about J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, before writing Harry Potter, Rowling taught English as a foreign language in Portugal. Rich, actor Christopher Walken.
I'm going to teach you some things. He was a teacher.
He was not a teacher, but he was a lion tamer. Christopher Walken worked as a lion tamer in a circus.
There's a flex for a previous job right there. Yeah.
Isn't that nuts? Anyway,
it's Monday, and John just got a game for you. Gong, gong.
It's John, Jay, and Rich. Dave in Phoenix. I understand you have an amazing story about something dumb your ex said.
Yeah, so me and my ex-fiance, we were together for about 5 years, but when we first started dating, we were watching something on TV about, like, planets or the solar system or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she had said something about, yeah, we can go to the sun. And I was like, what? She said, yeah, we can go to the sun. We just go at nighttime.
I mean, I don't know if NASA's going to go with that plan, but it's a thing.
So at that moment, were you kind of like, okay, this has to end?
There's no way you just said that. I told everybody. I couldn't believe it. I just felt like it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And then, after she realized what she said, I think she realized that it was really dumb. But, yeah, that was a doozy there.
Hey, let me ask you this. Being with somebody for 5 years, because we talk about this a lot on the show, how come you didn't pull a trigger? How come you didn't get a ring? How come you didn't propose?
Well, so we were together 5 years. We have 4 kids together.
Oh.
And the reason why I didn't propose is because I found her in bed with the maintenance guy at the apartments that we lived in.
There you go. That's probably...
Is that a good reason?
I mean...
No, that's a good reason. All right, dude. All right, man. Thanks, brother. Thanks for calling in. Have a good day.
All this time I wasted, you were right there all along.
Deb. Remember Deb called, the other day about how she wants to be part of the show?
Oh, yeah.
So, Deb, The other day we did this thing called It Sucks to Be Me. And people were calling with why it sucks to be them. And it was kind of sad, actually, right? I was like,
got sad. At first it was like light, and then it was like, ugh.
Yeah. So I posted on my Facebook, I was like, why is it great to be you? And it was a lot of fun to read the comments. So I thought maybe we could shift gears and do that. Like right now as we talk to Deb. Deb, why is it great to be you?
Ooh, why is it great to be me? I like that shift. Let's see. Well, I've gotten to talk to my favorite people on my favorite radio show 2 times this week, so I would say that's pretty great for me.
Okay, that's good. So why is it great to be you? You got to talk to the John, Jay, and Rich Show. I love it, Deb.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all for bringing me on.
Thank you. Thank you for
Deb.
listening, Deb. Okay, have a great day. Okay, let's go around the room. Why is it great to be you, Peyton?
It's great to be me because I have a bed that I can sleep in and I have family that loves me.
Kyle, why is it great to be you?
I've got amazing kids, an incredibly handy husband who does everything and anything. And also, I have a windshield I can see out of that. That's pretty amazing.
877-937-1047. Call us and tell us why it's great to be you. Noah, can you make a, it's great to be me. It's great to be me. It's great to be Zana, and 23. It sucks. No, it's great to be me.
Why is it great to be you, John Jay?
Oh, God. Why is it great to be me? Well, honestly, I enjoy working with you three, so that's good. I get very excited to come into work. Isn't that weird?
No, that's great.
Yeah, that's why it's great to be me.
That's great to be you.
It's great to be me. It's great to be you because I've got like a hot tub and a sauna, and I'm getting healthier and healthier every day. That's why it's great to be me. 877-937-1047. Why is it great to be you? We have a song. Noah made a song. Let's go.
It's great to be me. It's great to be me. It's great to be me. 22 at the John Jay and Rich Show.
22 doesn't rhyme 23.
You wanna know why? It's great to be you. So share with us right now why it's great to be you.
I like how the songs don't go at all with the music. The lyrics don't go at all with the songs.
A for effort.
I know you're 22, but 23 rhymes with me. That's why they do 23 and me. Chris, tell us why it's great to be you.
Morning, guys. So today, after 7 years, is my last day of being a teacher, and I couldn't be happier.
Oh my gosh, that's so bittersweet.
What are you going to do?
I'm so happy. I had to tell everyone. So I figured the radio is the best place.
What's next for you?
So I actually got accepted to ASU for engineering, so I wanted a big shift because I needed to get out of the classroom.
Well, as soon as you graduate, you come here because we need one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Jake, why is it great to be you?
It's great to be me because I leave for Cancun next week with just the wife, leaving the kids at home.
All right, very cool, man. Thank you, brother. Thanks for listening. You know, I had a song I was listening to, I'm not kidding you, for the last 3 days, because this guy, Pierre, who I work out with, he's always so happy, and he had headphones on. I said, what are you listening to?
My eyes, can you feel it when I smile? It's gonna be a happy day.
All right, Pierre.
I pass you by with a kickball change in my stride.
Kickball chains. It's going to be a happy day. All right. Adele is on the phone. Adele, good morning.
Good morning.
What can we do for you?
So there was this question saying I'm proud to be me, and I was wondering if I could answer that.
Yeah, how old are you?
10.
10. Okay. Why is it good to be you, Adele?
Because I have a loving mom that works hard to help us get money to buy food.
That's great.
That is a great reason to be you. You
That's
got a good
awesome.
one.
Thank you.
All right, drive safe. Drive safe, Adele.
That's so cute.
Yep.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Aw, so sweet.
It's great to be me. It's great to be me. It's great to be me. 22 at the John Jay and Rich Show.
Good stuff. It's John Jay and Rich. Hayden, good morning. You're on the air. Thanks for holding.
What's going on, man? Listen, I got this really crazy situation going on with my girlfriend. We've been together for ages, never had a problem. at all. I'm only 24, both only 25. We're talking about like marriage and stuff, possibilities. So we've never had an issue. Nobody stepped out on each other. We never cheated, nothing. But I recently found that she's been following on social media an ex-boyfriend from like high school, like really serious boyfriend from high school. And I don't know what to do with that.
Like, do you feel like she shouldn't follow her exes on social media? Do you feel threatened? Was there any DMs that were sent?
I don't know about the DMs. I know they talk here and there. I know that. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of threatened by it. I feel like because they like shared, they were together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like they were in love. You know, sure, high school, whatever, but still, it's like that. They shared that, and I'm kind of, I guess, I'm fearing the worst, honestly.
Hayden, you started off by telling us how amazing your relationship is with your girlfriend. Have you talked to her about it? I would think the first thing you would do is be like, so what's up with that? I mean, it doesn't have to be like, what's going on? Why are you following him? You know, like, so you follow your ex. What's up with that? Have you talked to her?
Not really, no, because it's one of those things where I don't want to sound like the a-hole, but at the same time, like that's why I'm asking you, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what I should do, but
here's what you do. You say, I saw you followed your ex-boyfriend. I'm taking your phone privileges away.
That'll go over well.
Controlling always goes over well.
You should hang out with them. You should be like, oh, I saw you follow your ex. We should hang out with him and whoever he's dating or whatever. And then you'd be like, oh, he's not dating anyone, or he is. And then you go on a double date and then you see for yourself how their interaction is. You know, is there something? Are they giving each other eyes, or is it nothing? You'll feel it.
Or, you know, when you pitch that, she might go, oh my God, I haven't talked to that guy in forever. Why I'm following him? I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? It's all about communication. But also, do you guys know how many times there's stories of people that get married, blah, 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 the marriage falls apart, and they go back to their high school boyfriend they connected on Facebook?
It happened to my aunt.
It happened to Blake's aunt.
That's crazy.
Blake's aunt and your aunt are the same.
They are.
It happens a lot. You know what I mean?
Do you follow any of your exes on social media?
No, I don't.
Okay, I was going to say, well, if there's a double standard here, we need to reevaluate
Now you're
the
fired.
conversation.
Why don't we call her? It's you she sends flowers to.
Okay.
He's like, I'm down. All right. We might need to follow up with this.
But, I mean, you guys know, because you've had exes that you never want to talk to anymore because they're toxic and it's toxic for you. And then there's people that maybe you dated and you were more like friends anyway.
Right.
So that's a fine thing. But if you don't know where she is with this person, I think it's okay to ask.
Yeah. I really, really think you need to just talk to her about it. But don't approach it like you're mad. Just approach it like, oh, that's weird. I saw you fall, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be contentious.
Well, they always say the best thing is just to be curious about it. You don't have to judge it right away. Just go, so what's up with that? Why are you...
Not like, so what's up with that? What's up with that?
Let me ask you something.
Do you happen to have like a plexiglass like cage or something?
Oh my goodness.
Where you could put her in if she is dating? No?
We're talking to Hayden, not Joe Goldberg.
Don't we have a listener that makes cages now for people?
We can get that done. Oh, Hayden.
Yeah, just ask her. You'll be good.
You guys aren't helping my nerves, but it's been very funny. Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
I think if you really want, I think that's a private conversation, but I think if you wanted to call her, we would help you approach that in a kind way. But I also think that she might not like it. I think you should talk to her in private because
just
you and her.
Yeah, you don't want to.
She'll just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how that happened," or whatever. Oh, that was a long time ago.
Already overthinking it.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.
Peace. John J. Rich. I don't want to step on Rich's toes. Rich, you know how you're the life hack guy?
Yeah, I got some of those.
I found a cool article on a customer service life hack. Because I think, for me, let's say, for example, I had to go to the doctor the other day. I went to I have my doctor, and then you know how they send you to do other tests?
Special.
Every year I do a test on my heart because my dad died of a heart attack, and I got to call the doctor's office, and it's terrible. You call, you never get a person. Then, are you calling about whatever? Press 1. You know that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a nightmare, right? So get this. Somebody went on Reddit and said, are there any hacks that customers aren't supposed to know about?
Oh, that's good.
Right? Does any of them really work? So this one person said, if you get a voicemail like what I said and you just start dropping the F-bomb, the bots are going to give you a real person.
Oh, that's a fun way to get a human.
We should try that and tape it.
Okay.
And bleep out Peyton doing it.
I've always heard.
Why does it have to be me?
Because you're the one that has to go get your gum, the stuff taken out of your gums. What do you have? What do you have in your gums?
I have stitches in my mouth right now. I'm ready to take them out myself right now.
So I think that you probably even cussing would probably come very natural to you by calling them. I need to get these beep stitches out of my mouth. They say, let's say you have a therapist, which I do. And if you offer to pay your therapist in cash, they say that it could cut you a better deal than doing it the other way.
Oh.
If you're mailing something to an address that's not far away, always choose the cheapest shipping option. Paying more won't get it there faster. I don't know. I don't really mail anything, so I don't know if that hits home for any of you guys. Don't use big websites to buy flowers. It's cheaper if you call a local florist and tell them what you want. Show them a picture from the site if you need to. That will save you money. If you want a bigger scholarship, a high school teacher said several students got between $10,000 to $20,000 more this year by writing to the school before committing and claiming another school is offering more money.
Oh, make yourself seem more desirable.
A little leverage, huh?
Also, they say get a car loan before you buy the car. You almost will always get a better rate if you go directly through a financing company. That seems like a lot of work.
Well, yeah,
I don't even
but
know how to do that.
Now interest rates are so high, that's probably a good idea.
See, I don't understand any of that. Not enough people buy refurbished products like computers. They're essentially like brand new and they come with a warranty. I didn't know that. Where do you get a refurbished computer?
Apple sells a lot of refurbished stuff.
Oh, they do? Like
Yeah.
when you walk in the Apple store?
Yeah, like if you say, hey, I just want a refurbished Mac or whatever, they'll give you one and they'll like pick out the stuff that's kind of messed up with it and sell it at a cheaper rate.
Or Best Buy, too. They have those.
My son Dutch, he's a senior now, and he wants a computer. He doesn't have a computer. He's been using his brother or his mom's or mine, or he actually has not used mine, but he wants a new laptop. And I was like, just use mine. I'll give you mine. I don't ever use mine unless I go do the show from another city or something, right? So he's like, okay. So last night I'm in bed and just getting ready for bed. He comes upstairs and goes, what's the password to get on your computer? So I tell him, and he walks downstairs, and my wife says, oh my God, is there anything on that computer that he shouldn't see? And I was like, I don't think so. And I go, good night. And I put my sleeping gear on. Then I'm like, Mother of God. What is on there? This is going to traumatize him. Oh my God. Then I thought he showed me some stuff on his phone that's pretty traumatizing for a dad.
But
So-
seeing it on your dad's computer made it worse.
I know.
Bigger screen.
Oh my God. All right, this is one more life hack that's definitely the darkest on the list. And this is good to know. You can rent a nice casket for a funeral and then bury the person in a cheaper one.
Huh.
Right? So you have them in some nice, fluffy, comfortable thing.
Yeah.
Boom, cedar box.
Yeah, well, they're not
gross?
going to know.
Yeah,
They're not
right.
gonna
Kind of
know.
weird.
Right, like if you like put a body in a casket and then take it out, like is that sanitary anymore?
Think of the savings, though. The savings.
I mean,
don't know.
I guess it doesn't matter, right?
Let's ask our
'Cause
funeral.
It's like,
is
I would care.
Grant available?
I guess you could
Grant-
put me in a used box. I'd be all right with that.
I don't want to be in somebody
It's
else's
like at that point, you're not
used
worried about
box.
germs anymore. You're dead.
I'm coming back to haunt
Right?
people, so I'm worried about the germs. If you're putting me in a casket that somebody else was dead in, we got
But
problems.
you're dead.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I'm coming back to haunt you.
Wait, I didn't hear the conversation, but I'm assuming you're talking about rental caskets?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, rental caskets have been a thing for a while.
Because that was a life hack. They're saying you buy it, you rent a
Yeah.
good casket, and then when the funeral's over, put the body in another casket. It's cheaper.
Yeah, they
Fine
have
box.
they have basically these things, they're called inserts, and they're just cardboard boxes that look like the inside of caskets that just slide into the foot of the casket.
Oh, so it's not
okay,
a
that's
used
fine.
casket.
So
Okay.
then, but the thing that sucks is that,
You're in.
you know
That's
how
like a great deal.
you know how though you get a rental car sometimes and you're like, man, this is really kind of junky.
Yeah.
You're like, it's kind of like the little details are kind of falling apart. Every funeral home has like one rental casket that's like a wood casket.
Yeah.
And so like basically like all the like edges get all like crappy on the inside. Not like dirty, but like things just break down. So you
Right.
just kind of have like this, I don't know. It's weird.
Do
But
you think people go to a funeral and go, this is a used casket?
you know what's funny is people were like, when you do use it, occasionally they'll be like, so what's the deal with this casket?
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're like, well, it's gently used.
He's not complaining.
Yeah, dude, he's fine with it. But no, basically, the reason they started doing that so prevalent, this is information, right? We do information on this radio show. Yeah. Basically, cremation became such a big thing that people were like, well, I'm not going to spend $3,000 on a casket just to light it on fire, basically. So, yeah, they came up with this space-age technology to just pull a piece of cardboard out of a casket. It's pretty cool, guys.
Well, thank you, Greg.
Yeah, no problem.
And those are some little life hacks for you with dealing with customer service stuff. Thank you. It's John, Jay, and Rich. Kurt, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm ready to go.
All right, we're going to play Member of the Time for some Justin Timberlake tickets. Rich is the host.
It's all kinds of stuff we got for you, Kurt. It's movies, it's music, it's TV shows, topical events. All you got to do is listen to the clues and see if you can figure out what year it all happened. Today's level, difficult. So pay attention, players. Let's remember the time.
Mom, what are we doing here? Your father's laundering money for a Mexican drug cartel.
This is just another betrayal, isn't it? How long have you been planning this?
You have walled me out.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
P.T. Barnum, at your service. I'm putting together a show. And I need a star. Every one of us is special.
We can wait this. You gotta see this. Yeah.
I've come for my father.
He's a thief.
Come into the light.
I told you it was going to be hard, but some big clues in there, Kurt. What did you hear? What did you recognize? What year do you think this all happened?
Okay. It was some Kendrick Lamar in there, I heard. And, there was another song that I heard, and it was all taking me back to 2018 with Ed Sheeran and such. So that's what I'm going with, 2018.
Okay.
Solid guess right there.
Kurt says 2018. John Jay, your move.
Did you make this montage, Rich?
I did.
Because first time I think I've heard you do something that I haven't seen you do before.
Beat mix it?
Something is in there twice?
Twice, yeah. You had the Greatest Showman in there twice.
Well, I just like the intro.
What the hell's up with that?
I just like the intro.
Oh, okay, that was good.
And then I thought it would come back.
So this Greatest Showman, I made the mistake of not writing these down, but I was guessing, like I remember during COVID playing the hell out of that Ed Sheeran song. So I knew it had to come out before then because it was COVID. We were trying to play music that was very comfortable to everybody because everyone was home. So I also am going to say 2018. Now I'll go 2017. Ozark, too. That was in there,
That's
too.
why this game is so rigged.
Okay, so I wanted 2017 because of The Greatest Showman, but Ozark was in there, and then Shape of You. I think we played Ed Sheeran Shape of You for like 7 years. So that song brings me back to just like a decade, I guess. But The Greatest Showman was huge in my home. In fact, my son, who was born in 2017, like, we watched that show over and over again, and as a almost 1-year-old, he would sit in front of the TV and watch that entire movie, which if you have an almost 1-year-old, they don't do that unless you're watching Cocomelon. So it was such a big movie for him. I literally themed his first birthday around The Greatest Showman because of that. His first birthday was in 2018, so I'm pretty sure it came out in 2017, but on the off chance that maybe I was off a little bit and it came out like a year later on streaming, and so that's how we were watching it at home, maybe it was 2016.
And Easton is named after the Hugh Grant character on that show.
P.T. Barnum.
P.T. Barnum Easton, yes.
Oh, what's his name? P.T. Barnum? Like he's supposed to be P.T. Barnum?
Yes.
I forgot. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe Clippy's like, I'm P.T. Barnum.
I know, but I thought he was saying that as if people say that nowadays. I forgot.
All right, Peyton, your move in this incredibly rigged game.
It actually is seriously rigged, and it's unfair. I don't know why I feel like I heard Jamie Lee Curtis. Shape of You. I thought that was Born a Star, not The Greatest Showman. And then Kendrick Lamar, Humble, which definitely brings me back to like college. So I had 2018 at first too, but I can't do 2016. I can't do 2017. I can't do 2018. So I guess I'll do 2019.
Born a Star, great movie.
I'm wrong.
Born a Star, great movie.
Yeah, I've never seen either.
Stars Born. I believe.
Oh, I was like, Born to Star. I don't know what that is.
I was wondering what she was talking about too.
You knew what I was.
I did
didn't
not.
know. I thought you were going to talk about a different movie. We didn't know.
It's not rigged. They're just
Showman Greatest.
It is
That's a
rigged
fun
because
movie.
if
Showman
I have to go
Greatest.
last every single time and there's 3 other options for people to get a year, that game is rigged. You got to switch it up. You got to pull it out of a hat or something.
All right, you guys, Kurt's on the edge of his seat.
All right,
Did
Kurt.
you win or not?
Okay, the clues. You heard Greatest Showman. It was season 1 of Ozark. The one that you recognize, Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. We did play quite a bit. Kendrick Lamar, Humble, and that was the live action Beauty and the Beast. Is what that last one was there.
Beast of Beauty for Peyton.
We do have a winner amongst you, and it is John Jay with 2017.
Yes, that's
2000. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that for you guys.
Yeah.
Close, Kurt.
Kurt, you got the tickets, though. You get the tickets to Justin Timberlake.
Hey, Kurt.
Thanks, guys.
You got it, dog. Hold on.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs!
Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.